Can you legally require renter's insurance to cover specific climate risks? With wildfires, floods, and storms on the rise, landlords are asking property managers the same question. Can they legally require tenants to carry renter's insurance that covers these climate-related risks? The short answer is yes, but there are important caveats. If you want to avoid legal headaches while keeping your property safe, let me show you what's allowed, what to avoid, and how to protect your property without stepping into legal hot water. One of the number one questions I get meeting with owners is about renter's insurance. Their tenant didn't have renter's insurance, and even though the landlord's coverage was solid, there was a risk of personal property claims, temporary housing issues, and liability confusion. Here are important lessons that I want to share with you in regard to renter's insurance and when it applies. Point number one, yes, you can require renter's insurance. The good news is that in most states, landlords can require renter's insurance at the same level that they can ask for a security deposit or proof of income. The trick is keeping it simple and consistent. They have to make sure it's written into their lease, let tenants know before they sign or renew, and apply the rule fairly to everyone. Renter's insurance protects the tenant's stuff, gives them liability coverage, and keeps their claims separate from your landlord's insurance. This can save a lot of headaches down the road. Next is climate-specific coverage. This is where things get a little bit more nuanced. Property owners can require renters to have coverage for certain risks like fire, smoke, or water backup. However, you can't force them to buy add-ons insurers consider optional, like flood coverage. Most standard renter policies exclude flooding from natural disasters, so if the property is in a flood-prone area, here's what you can do instead. Strongly recommend flood insurance in your lease. Share helpful info about local climate risks. Ask the tenants to carry coverage that includes water damage or loss of use if the law allows. It's really all about giving tenants the tools to protect themselves without overstepping legal boundaries. At the same time, you can rest assured that the property is protected. Next is being clear and consistent and keeping good records. The biggest legal headaches don't actually come from requiring renter's insurance, but from doing it inconsistently or leaving things vague. To stay on solid ground, make sure that the lease is specific with the minimum liability limit, typically $100,000. It also clarifies whether climate risks like wildfires or water damage need to be covered. Explain what happens if the coverage lapses. This needs to be outlined so that way coverage stays consistent throughout the year. Requires tenants to list their landlord as an interested party so they can get notified if the policy is canceled. Doing these things keeps compliance, low risk, and gives the landlord an extra layer of protection if anything goes wrong. The next item is renter's insurance isn't a substitute for landlord coverage. Even if a tenant has solid renter's insurance in place, landlords still need their own policy to cover things like structural damage, lost rental income, and liability. Consider renter's insurance as a complement to their coverage, not a replacement. It protects their belongings and gives everyone an extra layer of security. So going back to the question, can landlords legally require renter's insurance that covers climate-related risks? In most cases, the answer is yes. The trick is doing it strategically and legally. If you're unsure what's allowed in your area or want help managing a lease, I'm here to guide you. Don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me a quick message. Let's make sure your property is protected without crossing any legal lines. I'm Fryga with Tide Property Management, and we look forward to hearing from you.